Dear learners, welcome to the online practical sessions of the BAPI002. Today is the second day. Yesterday, you all have attended, and I had the discussion with your Bijapur regional director also. He will also join after some time. After completing the report writing, you all submit. Those who are belongs to the Bijapur, you submit at your regional center. Then they will forward to the RC Vishakhapatnam. Then we will evaluate. That we have taken the decision on this one. Again, there is no need to ask about that issue. Please listen the academic counselor lecture very carefully as per his suggestions. You all have to prepare the report and submit. I think, as I told, 1 week time we are going to give you after completion. Today is the last session for the BAPI 002. Tomorrow onwards, BAPI 003 will start. You can attend as per the instructions and the guidelines of the, as mentioned in the practical manual. You all have to prepare the report and submit. After that, your marks will be updated in the grade. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Srinu ji. Please take the session.
Thank you for giving this opportunity, sir. Let me continue this session. Today's session with. So, is it visible to all of you? The document I shared here. Okay, we'll move on with this. So yesterday we are discussed with three things, that is a grower groups, ICS, and that continuation part here. What are the procedures that are present in while inspection? So this is, we can call it as critical control points. Let me tell you something regarding the crop. Suppose you wish to cultivate some paddy crop, you have to select the land and followed by seed, and after that that land you have to irrigate, and then puddling. Puddling means nothing but a tillage with the presence of water. After that you can go with a normal practice of sowing or transplanting or the raising of the nursery and transplant to other fields or main field, and then finally we are going with the watering, sprayings, and after 3 to 4 months, we have to harvest the crop. This is the general crop procedure up to sowing to harvest. We can get produce after harvesting. So we can discuss earlier organic farming. So the why we need inspections for this organic farming. So this is an inspection. Inspection means nothing but observation. Observation or any suggestions while any observations or any what they called we can take in from the field. That is called inspection, nothing but. We can go, the inspector who are present in that society will go and observe what are the practices they will carry it out. So that is as per the NSOP, National Standards for organic production. Okay. So nothing but this is a on-site visit. Inspection is a nothing but on-site visit. Why we need to inspect the field? To follow the procedures, to know how to follow the procedures or not. Here, what are the guidelines for organic inspection? Basically, there is an inspector. They have some. The inspector has some standards, and that standard was should not be interrupt the standards as per the convenience, and some questions while in inspection. So any advices they have to give to the raiser or farmer or producer. So these are the small things. Generally, inspector have some guidelines to follow. Okay, I repeat that. What is the basic concept of inspection? That is an on-site visit to verify the performance of a field. So what are the guidelines for that? They have well standard guidelines or prescribed norms, and so any issues that occur from the outside that need not to be scrutinized. Only issues of the norms and particulars only scrutinized. Okay, so this is the normal thing. And what are the requirements? So schedule of inspection to cover all the prescribed checkpoints. That means what are the checkpoints that crop have? That they give a schedule. In that schedule, they have covered all the points regarding that crop. Either maybe wheat, either maybe sugarcane, either maybe cotton. They have a certain standards. They have some points. Like checkpoint means nothing but suppose you can take an example of wheat crop. We have a wheat crop, then in the booting stage there is a special inspection is there. Why? Because that produces some panicles or tillers by the crop, so that will be checked by the inspector. So then while the inspection must cover the agricultural production system under the organic management. So what is the agriculture production system? That production system involves all inputs and scheduling and outputs, so and certificates. So these are the things generally we consider as a agriculture production system. Okay, so then next one is, the first one is scheduling, the next one is agriculture production system, and what is the frequency and minimum length of the inspection? Frequency means how many days or how many inspections to be needed to the inspector. So that is frequency. Then what is the length of the inspection? Day or hours, that depending upon the crop. And production system, production type, enterprise site, result. These are the things that will decide the minimum length of the inspection and frequencies. Okay. So if there is any doubt regarding this crop, that inspector should collect the samples for the testing. So maybe that produce contain contaminants, or if there any using of the chemicals. So that is there any doubt regarding that one, the inspector must and should collect the samples. So these are the, what are the inspector should possess? These are the list of the things. What are the things they need while inspection. These are the things, plans of the farm, agriculture inputs used. So these are the things they are checking while collecting the samples or visiting the field. Okay. So these are the key steps. These are the key steps for the inspection process. The first one is informing the producer or farmer about the date of inspection. Inspector prepares the inspection visit based on the documentation received from the operator. That operator means nothing but producer. The producer will give the some document in that all the data regarding crop production, whether they, which date they are sowed, which practices they are followed. The document followed by the interview with the producer, a small conversation between the producer and the inspector, and then after interview there will be an inspection of the farm records and filling the inspection report form, and so that inspector and farmer sign the inspector observations of the non-conformity documents. That means after inspection the document provided by, these are the things I observed in that field, height of the plant and grains of the grains of the following plant. So these are all the things are incorporate in a document. So inspector finalize the inspection report to submit to the certifying agency. I already told you what is the certifying agency. So these are the checklist. So map of the farm holdings and accuracy of the farm figures, that already that incorporated in the document. What are the uh, things, what are the list of the things, or what are the list of the points the document have actually, list of the individuals of the field, overview of the farming system, plant protection report, plant nutrition report. Plant protection report is different from plant nutrition. Plant protection means nothing but sprayings for reduce the crop pest and diseases. Plant nutrition means the fertilizer application of that particular farm, and purchase of the seeds and seedlings, list of the farm animals, veterinary treatments, and fodder purchased or sold products. These are the things generally documented in a documents. Okay. So you know what is inspection, how they are carried out, and what are the things they are noted down in that. So these are the things generally noted down in that document. So now critical control points and HACCP. What is HACCP? Hazard analysis critical control point. Okay. Hazard analysis critical control point. Simple. If you are if you assume a situation, you are a farmer, you are producing some produce and you are selling to the farmers, you are selling to the customers that have a need, that produce have a, or that kilo packet have a label, a logo, and a list of the things, carbohydrates, and like what we have, the nutritional factors, you are printed in that. So another thing also including in that organic farming labeled one, another thing also you have to print it, another point also you have to print it in that this is from free from, this is free from pesticides, this is free from pesticides, this product cannot be used any pesticide. So that is the thing that is analyzed by these one HACCP. This is the system for food safety management. This is used for international trade. The system working towards to know about the what is the percentage of pesticide or 0% of pesticide that have the produce. So that is, so these are the critical, one of the critical point. Okay, so this if there any pesticide residues are present in that particular produce or product, that is unacceptable. So that is unacceptable by, that is blindly rejected by the agency or inspector. So HACCP is a systematic process of identify the food safety hazards, critical control points, critical limits. There is a critical level of limit is there for each and every food that controlled by FASSI nowadays. Food Authority of Safety Standard, sorry, Food Authority Safety Standard of India. So this is the thing generally gave the some rules and regulation. This food contains these nutritional factors. This food contain this much of hazardness. So that these things were looking into that HACCP. Okay. So what are the generally the steps involved this organic control point system? So this is a list of things. Generally OCP, that is identify the what are the control points in that, where it is produced, that will and what are the critical limits for that, and what are the protective actions, or whether it is any contamination is there in that food. Okay, so then any corrective action. Sometimes we are buying the food in a tin can. That tin can often may be rusting nature. That is, we can call it as corrective action. And the next one is a record. Any record, that means nothing but any nutritional factors or something labeling is there, that is the record, nothing but. So this one they are documented or not. These are the things generally, these are the steps generally we have in organic critical control point system. Okay, so critical control point is different. Critical control point is for all the crops, whether it is inorganic, organic. If it is organic critical points, they have to follow these types of steps. So in that, what are the different stages? Then the different stages: crop production, animal husbandry, and processing and trade. So these are the three steps. In that, first one is crop production. I already told you, production, split production. Split production is nothing but we have entire plot divided into different parts. Off farm inputs for the fertility management. Off farm means we can bringing to the somewhere like FIM, compost, like that. Whether it is used treated seed, using the treated seed or not, or irrigation and the use of the irrigation water, origin, nothing, origin where it is generally flowing from, and measures to be taken: soil fertility, any equipments, storage area. So this comes under crop production. And animal husbandry, what are the size of the farm and how many animals are there. So what are the what they generally used as a feed. So any antibiotics are used for that animals. So these are the things generally look into it. Then processing of the trade. Trading, you know already. Trading means nothing but we can selling or we can sending the material from our country to another country or within the country. So you know very well, if they you can for example, you can take any soap or something like food. They all are that all are contain these things. What are the ingredients in that? Any trademark is there? Any non-organic ingredients are present in that? So these are the things generally they are observed. So what is the risk assessment? You know already, the more very less farmers are following the organic practices in our India. Sikkim is the state generally followed entire state organic farming. Entire state they are followed organic farming cultivation. In some areas, some fields follow organic farming, some agriculture field follow non-organic practices. If the non-organic practices field followed or sprayed some pesticides, some fertilizers, it will be moving by the drift effect to that field to this organic field. Maybe this is the risk assessment, risk taking. While this is the risk taking mechanism. If it is near to the non-organic field, higher risk. It is near to the organic field, it is the lower risk. This is the smaller risk involved in that organic farming. And so this is enough. This is enough for this one. So let me brief. So first we are talking about inspection. What are the methods and what are the steps in that? How the inspector inspect the field, what are the things they are looking into it, and how they documented, how, and then where to submit. That is, then what is the critical control points? You know already, there is some critical control points for each and every crop. That may be divided into that we look into in that organic critical control points. Below that little bit down, there is a crop production. Three stages are there: crop production, animal husbandry, and processing of trade. These are the things we are discussed, and we'll move on to the chain of custody. So what is chain of custody? In simple, no need to worry, this is not a a difficult one. Chain of custody means production chain, nothing but a production chain steps. What are the production chain steps? I already told you that growing, harvesting, processing, storage. These are the things generally we are call it as chain of custody. So cultivation, you know very well. After harvesting, we have a process, we have a food, or we have a produce. Suppose we can take an example like a rice or paddy. Okay, that paddy after harvesting, we'll send into that rice mills. That separation of husk will give it to the rice. Then that will be packing into the packets or 25 bags or 1 kg or 2 kg. So this is nothing but a chain of custody. These chains from the harvest growing to storage, we can call it as a chain of custody. In that, farmer or producer, both are same. The farmers involved generally they will taken up the all activities up to harvesting. These persons are generally operating the entire farm as prescribed norms and or standards. This was prescribed by NPOP. Like, what are the operations generally carried out by the farmers? What are the various operations? Land preparation, seed selection, variety selection, soil management, weed management, pest management, disease management, harvest. So these are the things generally involved by the farmer. Then what are the processors? The next foremost person is processors. What they are what they are do. So the processing operation generally, the use of ingredients, use of equipment, sanitation, storage, and packing. So these are the things generally. What is the processor? What is the processors will do? Processor is a person or any equipment generally process the food. Okay, process the food, that is, and storage, and as well as packing, also handling himself. So that is a processor. And apart these two persons, another person is involved, that is wholesaler or commission agent. After packaging, another person involved, he will buy the entire produce in a bulk manner, and he will store the produce and he will sell the market. So that is the thing. This is the chain of custody diagram. In that, soil management through organic producers, harvest, and consumer one. This is the chain one. Again, organic producers, harvest, market, consumer. Again, organic producer, harvest, processor, processing, packaging, storage, transport, consumer. Again, organic producers, harvest, trader, storage, shipment, market, and consumer. So in this process, after harvesting, this certified by the other certifiers. Okay, that is before processed with ingredients or after processed with ingredients. So ingredients is a nothing but we can mix up with something that for the storage. Example, like a pickle. You can take an example, a pickle that will produced by, that was harvested by farmers. The mangoes are harvested by farmers, and then that was produced by processors, and then they will that produce was, that pickles was sold by wholesalers. So this is the chain of custody. Okay, so the what is, so IFOAM, guidelines and certificate scope and chain of custody. What is IFOAM? International Federation Organization of, wait a little bit, organic agriculture movement. Okay, so International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movement. What they will do, they will give certain guidelines to the chain of custody. So that's it. Okay, so these IFOAM generally gave the certification to the organic products. Okay, this, after certification, they will give two results. One is whether it is eligible or not eligible. So after inspection, the documentation is submitted to the one certified agency. That certification body generally will look into it, all the necessary action that produce will checked by this IFOAM inspectors. And if anything, any standards that violated by the handling, storage, harvest or growing, without intimation they are rejected the produce. Without intimation. Okay. So these are the some guidelines of the chain of custody. I already told you in the yesterday's class, same thing was the same thing. The from production certification, packed product, storage facility, transport facilities, chain of custody. These are the NPOP guidelines on the chain of custody. So that IFOAM generally will see the adulteration of food. What is adulteration? Any chemicals or anything that can be mixed into the actual produce to increase the shelf life, to increase the taste, so to increase the something, to increase the flavor, will checked by this IFOAM. But what the NPOP will do, there is a inspector, they will see the all growing practices, harvesting practices and packing practices. Okay, storage facilities are there, transport facilities. These are the chain of custody will look into that by the NPOP that was prescribed by IFOAM. Right? So these are the requirements. What are the requirements for the chain of custody certification? So details of ingredients, packing methods, packing size, and processing and preservation, labeling, description of the organic contents, details of transport, warehouse. So these are the small things. So what we are understood here, chain of custody means nothing but from the growing to harvesting, processing, storage, packing. These are the things we already talking about. These are the things generally we call it as a chain of custody that was checked by IFOAM, depending upon the produce, whether it is rejected or accepted. In general, our farm level or any certifying agency, NPOP, will see the all activities according to IFOAM. Okay, so I think you are well understood this point. So no need to worry. What do you understand by the chain of custody? This is the question you have to write in. Describe the guidelines of the chain of custody. What is the NPO guideline to the safeguard integrity of organic system? So these are the questions. Once you go through this particular document, everything documented in this document, everything, you have to look into that, once read and answer these questions and submit the report. Okay, so that is, so the next one is, we'll move on to the logo. Nothing but certification of trademark. Why we need trademark? Of an example, document certification. So what they do? Wait 10 minutes, guys. So this is a logo. This is a logo of Indian Organics. That logo will tell the what is a trade, what is a trademark in the particular in India Organics. This logo consists three colors. This is the red color and this is the green color. This is the sky blue. Okay. So National Program for Organic Production. This is the NPOP, you know already. So this trade, Indian Organics, this is a logo which is generally it tells the trade. Okay. So now we'll move on to the this one. So what is the certification of trademark? So any organic products, you know already that huge demand of the organic production products in a nowadays, and also they little bit have a guys. This is visible or not? This is visible. Visible or not? Can you tell anyone?
Yeah, visible, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the nowadays organic products have a huge demand. Many customers need organic. Sometimes what happen is the normal produce, uh, inorganic produce sell to the customers as a labeled as a organics. So that time one thing came into picture and they will give the logo and also some norms to the organic products. So this builds a trust to the customers. Okay. So the certified organic products can be identified by the trademark Indian Organic logo by Indian Organic logo. This agency generally is nothing but Indian Organics. They have a logo that was operated by one company, one agency, not in single person. Okay. So this tells us a level of trademark with that particular company. So whether it is involved number of persons, of number of missions, the trade or that logo tells us a trust towards the customers. So this is the trademark. This is nothing but logo. We already discussed Indian Organics. I already showed you the shown that in the picture. You already seen. This is a logo. They have three colors. This build trust to the customers. Then how to apply to this license or how to grant a license to the use of logo. Then APEDA, Agriculture and Processing Foods Products Development Authority. Generally, this is a Indian body. This this will see the accreditation of logo for certifying agency. So, how to apply for the license? Okay, these are the applications. So these are the applications. What business you have to carrying out, what style, which style you have to need that logo, what is the product, what is the type, what is the size, what is the grade, what is the process. So you have to mention the all things here while apply the license. Okay, so these are the things: trademark, brand name, which type of trademark you want, or which type of brand name you want, which type of logo you want, which color you want, what is the production of the last year per unit, what is the value, what is the current year value, what is the current year production. So these are the things generally that certifying agency should be incorporated while submit the application. Okay, signature, then form 13. Okay, form 13. So this is the application for the license. In the form 13 tells us this is the license. They gave some license number to the Indian Organics. So that license valid from which date to which date. Okay, and so this is the certification mark. Generally each produce have a certification mark, then product type and that mark. Okay, form 14 declaration. So you know already declaration, I something like from because I declared the license number dated uses for the Indian Organics or some, whether it is some company like that. So this is how you will get from the EPEDA. Okay, so what is you have to write in that? These are the questions they are gave in the define Indian Organic certification trademark. Okay, so no need to worry. So deeply you have to analyze this document and write this question. And what are the significance of colors of the logo? You have to see this logo with they gave color concept here. So blue indicates symbol of earth environment, free from harmful chemicals and pollutions. Okay, so like that. And next question is, what are the significance of using a logo? I already told you, to build trust. And what are the terms and conditions, applications or license for the use of organic logo? So you read once this entire document and then you well understood, and then write the answers. Okay, so now we'll move on to the fourth one. So then nothing but, so this is farm inspection and certification. So you know very well what is a farm inspection and how they are certified, how they will give a certificate. So little bit, no need to worry. So this is the progress of exercise 1. Why checklists are necessary? I already told you yesterday's class. Once go through the document, otherwise you have to look into this. Why checklists are necessary? Okay, you have to incorporate entire the thing here what they are gave. Okay, so mixing operation, production under conservation sold as a organics, misuse of certificates. So this is the thing you have to incorporate. And what are the most common instant or causes of the frauds in organic agriculture? Okay, so this is the thing you have to. Otherwise, do one thing, go through the Google. The lot of documents are there. So this is otherwise you have to write your own words. What are the misleading practices that occurs in organic agriculture? Okay, so these are the tools generally used while inspection. I already told you: input list, certificates, inspection forms, camera, calculator. I already told you in the yesterday's class. Okay, so now we'll move on to the actual thing: checklist for organic farm inspection. So general information: the producer have copy of standards or not? Yes or no? You have to simply tick, put a tick in that box. And information contained in the application accuracy or not? No or yes? Were fields history is verified to be accurate or not? Same thing, same questions, repeated questions are there. Okay, just go through these documents, entire documents that were already discussed in unit 1, 2, 3. Same points are present. Okay, if there any doubt in that while writing, I will give you the my email. Just send email what is the problem, what is the exact problem, and what is the solution for it. I will give the what is the solution for that. I will give the reply to you. No need to worry. Okay, so checklist required for the grower group. We already discussed at yesterday's class. What is a grower group? What is a agency? What is a group? Okay, so that information generally present in this area. Okay, so once go through this checklist, whether it is yes or no or no. Okay, so finally write and submit. So same thing, wild harvest also, and same thing, processing also. This you know very well. This is these things. No need to worry. Just go through the document, read carefully, and you already collected information from the growers group, organic farm. Those things they asked here in the question format. You have to put a tick, yes or no, or something like. Okay. So this thing. So now we'll move on to the next session. Oh, sorry, next document. In that unit 1, development of internal control system. I already told you what is the internal control system, how they developed. Okay. So here, actual ICS, there is a group or some association or some cooperative or cooperatives. So they have a certificate. They have a certificate while going to the cultivation. So this is, we can call it as nothing but group certification. The certificate have some norms and standards. So in that, what is the concept involved in that? Okay. So each and every person that belongs to the group which is near to the farm, and what are the cropping practices those who are followed in that their field, that should be uniform, and the group should be managed under one central administration. Okay, all agencies, sorry, all groups are cooperatives. They are under control. They are under one administration. Okay, they are controlled by one administration, and they have a internal control system. That each growers group have a internal control system and supervision and production practices and documentation too. Okay, so this internal control system generally present in within the group. They have inspectors, supervisors, like that. Okay, why it is important? Why it is important? Implementation of the growing practices, something like packaging, storaging, or preparation of manuals that meets the internal standards or not, and risk assessment. So just go through this one. What is a group certification? Why it is advantage? And write it. So that what is the internal control system? So I already told you, a documented quality assurance system that allows the external certification body to delegate the inspection of individual group members to a body identified from within the operators of the group. Okay, a documented quality assurance system, which is a document quality assurance system that allows external certification, okay, that contain inspection of the individual group member in the particular group, okay, and their operations. Okay, what they are generally observe, operations of the farm and individual of that group. Okay, so that is, so these are the basic steps. Generally, no need to worry. So this is the implementation. While the implementation, there is a manual. That manual contain general management, members of the organic, that approved committee, internal inspectors and field support staff. Copies of complete document are kept or not. These are the things generally having. So same thing. Okay. So in the internal control system, generally, what are the responsibilities of each individual of the group or each person? So this is the general organizational chart and responsibilities in a ICS system. First is internal quality system manager, name, what they are looking at, and internal inspector 1, 2, names, three persons are there, what they are do. So what are the responsibilities generally they perform? Then approval manager or committee, if the committee is there, only one name you can mention, or one person is involving in that, only that person or more persons are involved, you have to incorporate uh, that person's names. So these are the responsibilities. Okay, so internal standards. So I already told you, there is a internal standards for each and every uh, farm or group. Okay, so this is the procedure how they are implemented the internal control system. So you do one thing here. I think you are well understood this internal control system. Suppose any organization is there, there is a manager and assistant manager and some roles are there in the particular agency, either chairperson and treasurer and marketer or trader are there. Simply go through the Google and Google it. You have to you have a plenty of documents are there. Otherwise, do one thing while while you are collecting the data from the growers group. Okay, while you are collecting the data from the growers group, you simply collect this one also, okay, and incorporate it. That's it. Okay, so already almost all things are discussed yesterday. No need to worry. Just go through the procedures. If there any doubt in that, you have to mail. I will give the reply to you. Okay, so that, so while you are writing these things, okay, you have to go through this document once. Okay, briefly mention the procedures of internal control system. I already told you that. So here it is, the what is internal. So this is the implementation. What the question it is? Brief mention the procedures of internal control system. So you have to write. So these things. Okay, registration of your new members or something like provision of documents or operation of documents, not a. So what is the internal control system means, as an in briefly nothing but there is a system which controls the group people and motivate the farming practices towards standards, right? So these things, that is the exact thing. This internal control system generally gave by NPOP, that followed by growers group. That is the thing. So now we'll move on to the next thing, that is quality management certification body. Same thing. So what is a quality system? So can you tell me what is quality and what is quantity? Can you anyone tell me what is quality and what is quantity? Okay, no one. Then little bit I will tell you the what is quality. If you see this, some grains have any muds or any pebbles, that is consisting of low quality. If the grains have only 2% of other things and 98% of grains, we can call it as a high quality grains. Like that here. So the documents and some of the procedures that followed while different stages like producing, handling, management, certification and other system to help to meet the specified norms and parameters gave by the NPOP or any agency. That is quality system. Okay. That production, handling, management, certification, these things are well and good. We can call it as it is a good quality system, right? So what are the components that quality manual? What is the quality manual? Already the quality manual is a nothing but any certification body, which incorporate the all the things, all the do's in a farm and storage and transportation and packing in a one document, that we can call it as a manual. Okay, all the things, dates, fertilizers, nothing but organic fertilizers, and what uh, quality of water or water requirement. These are the things generally incorporated in this manual. We can call it as a quality manual. Okay, so these things they maintained while producing the crops. So here some components are there. First one is in the quality manual. First one is organizational structure and committees and groups and certification body and legal status and the names, qualification, experience, what they are telling the last thing, that is the things they are incorporated in that, descriptions and policies and procedures, administrative procedures. So these are the things generally. List of the sub coordinators and procedures pertaining to the recruitment, selecting, training, and controlling the performance of the staff. So these are the things. So what do you mean by the quality system and why quality manual is important? Simple thing. Okay. So you can write these all things for the second question. For the first question, so this definition or something like collect from the various resources, no need to worry. Main features of quality manual is a policy, they are maintaining some policy guidelines. Okay, generally that policy have some rules and regulations that authorized company or not, name accredited or not. Already told in the trademark that things are present in this file organization. So this is the simple tip. Generally one company have a board of members or committee, have a director, and director in that group council is there and advisory board is there. These two are different persons. Either with the group council have a 3 members and advisory board have a 5 members generally, and the director will see these all members when inspection inspector are there, evaluator and certification body is there, quality control persons are there, administration persons are there, systems and services persons are there, acquisition persons are there. So these are the entire document, entire diagram will tells us uh, how generally one company working. Okay, so this is the organizational structure. So this is the records. Okay, quality manuals and procedures, formats and standards. Uh, so this is the pyramid type of triangular. They all working towards quality. Okay. So internal audit, you know very well. Audit means the checking the manuals, quality manuals, and all these things. Which activity they are repaired generally, which field they are followed, norms or not. So these things are generally will checking that while internal audit. Okay. So this is the and next one is third party verification certification. So who are the third party involved here? This is the very silly one. The first one is, first person is farmer, he is the first party. Second party is obviously producers, And third party is any certification. See here, any product may be considered as a organic if it is certified by issued by the authorized by third party. Okay, the third party is commonly known as inspection and certification agency. That's it. Okay, then who are the first and second one? Producers are the first party. Sorry, producers are the first party and sellers are the second party here. Okay, so here is the producer is the first party, buyers are the second party, or buyers are nothing but sellers here, who that producer sell the produce to the some other person, we call it as a buyers here. Okay, and third party is inspection and certification agency. So that's it. Only three. Third party verification, how they are verify the produce. Okay, so there are some procedures in the certification process, then which they are certify the produce, they gave the certification to the produce. Okay, the certification program includes standards, inspection procedures, assessment procedures, certification procedures. So if the third party certification is there, they follow some standards that they maintain some adequate records. So in that, the third party is involved in that certification process, they have to select the certifying agency. Okay, and information submission, what generally that information contains is a plan, field history, area, form, field map, source. These all things are collected by the third party and certification agency review. Okay, and inspection, approval, and certification and seal it. So this thing, what we are discussed in the earlier, those things are repeated here again. No need to worry. So this is very important one. Certification of the small farmer groups. The small farmers are generally, we can call it as less than 4 hectares or 2.5 acres in our areas. In our Indian system, 2.5 hectares, less than 2.5 hectares, we can call it as a small farmers. Okay, and here, what are the certification of small farmer groups? This is, we can call it as a group certification. Okay, basic criteria, the members in the group must be follow the similar crop productions, you know already. They should be established ICS, they will operate from the near to field, they will have a legal status. So this legal status means nothing but they have a some nothing but like everybody have a one identity that the Aadhaar card tells to that identity. So same thing here. So internal inspectors are there, market production, single identity, thus identifying the branding, they are sell to the one person only. So this is accreditation process and evaluation. So these are the procedure for accreditation, what they are contained. Applications, screening, evaluation, prima facie evaluation means nothing but interview, physical evaluation. If the farmer or grower, that grower group is good, they will give the accreditation, otherwise they will reject. Okay, before going to the accreditation contract, they will do the signing, the both persons are signing the MOU from this from the from one side Grover Group, from other side agency. Signing of code of conduct. This is a nothing but one code gave to the one group. So the annual surveillance, you know very well. These are the things generally we have. Okay. So this is certification per each individual group. And what about third party? Okay. So this third party accreditation means so nothing but all the above I formulated some standards and some norms all coming under these things. Apart from the national accreditation agency under this group working under government of India, this national accreditation agency will give the accreditation to the third party agencies. Okay, so this comes under NPOP. Okay, so these things. So this is the organization. This is the chart will show this how accreditation will give. So we'll observe all these things. They required all these things. Accreditation, they require independence, competence, non-discrimination, cost-effective norms, confidentiality, access to information, documentation, quality, credibility, objectivity. If the one thing missing from these 10, 5, 11, one or two things, if they miss, automatically they will reject. Okay. Compliance, independence, objectivity, credibility, quality improvement and internal review, access to the information, confidence. So what is a compliance? So compliance means nothing but it should have some professional ethics or not. They will check that ethics. That independence means you know very well. Objectivity, they are working towards one goal or not. Credibility is a nothing but they will sell the produce, and in this case generally the farmer sell the produce to the middleman. The middleman, what they will do, they will take the all credibility, but here it is that all credibility will goes to the farmer. That is credibility here. Then quality improvement and internal review, access to the information, these are all the things you know very well. No need to worry. Certificates of the conformity, so these things you know no need. Okay. Okay, so once you go through these questions, write down the modalities of the accreditation of the certification agents to the certify the organic produce. You can go through this document, everything is included in that. Okay, the last one is nothing but this is a very simple, yeah. What are the information formats for the documentation? So what I told you in the earlier, these are all the formats. All the formats is there in that. How? So suppose name of the crop, lot number, code number, quantity, organic certificate number. So these are the things generally. While you are collecting these things, they will give. Okay, no need to worry. Is there any doubt regarding these documents by the? So simply see this form to format for the transition certificate, product quality, harvesting date, origin, packing unit, net weight of the invoice number. These things only simple things are there. Okay, off form input permission form. Okay, so these things, you have any doubt, just ask me. You have any doubts, ask me. Well, these anything. So first one we are discussed critical control points, and the next one we are discussed chain of custody, third one trademark, and fourth one farm inspection and certification, and again internal control system, and again quality of management certification body, and finally third party verification and formats for the documentation. Is there any doubt? If there any doubt, please ask me. Anyone, you can ask. Is there a little bit speed up? Is there any difficult to understand while I am teaching?
Understand.
This is basic. No need to worry. This is information I gave you to the what you have to write, what you have to incorporate in your document. That we are discussed. That's it. Is there any doubt regarding any document? You just email to me. Note my email: LAKSHMISRANU. LAKSH.
देना एक मिनट
LAKSH MISRANUK 245@gmail.com. So yesterday's we are discussed three things, right? You are collect from the field. So where you have to collect that information regarding. There is a ZBNF, zero budget natural farming is there, that operate all over India. Okay, simply go to the DPM office near located by you. If you are doubting that, go through that website. There is a DPM phone number available in that website, so that you take the number and call to that person, and they will tell nearby village to you, and go through that village, collect the information regarding growers group and organic farming and ICS. While collecting all information, you have to collect these things also, what we are discussed today. Okay, what we are discussed today, you have to collect some of questions, some of the answers you will get from these documents, some of the table information you will get from the particular ZBNF area or SPNF, nothing but SPNF. Nowadays that name is changed. SPNF, Subhesh Palekar Natural Farming. Subhesh Palekar Natural Farming. Okay, if there any doubt regarding, just mail to me. I will check it once and then I gave you the answer to you.
Sir, nearby KVK, sir, Krishi Vignan Kendra, will they give any information, sir?
Krishi Vignan Kendra.
Yes,
I think that is a fertilizer. Which place you are from?
Sir, Hubli, sir, Karnataka, sir.
Hubli, Karnataka. Okay. If they are following some, they will follow some organic farming fields.
Yes.
Or sorry, they will cultivating the organic farming fields. You can note down. No worry.
Yes.
Okay. So generally they are followed some fertilizer, inorganic practices. If they are followed organic practices, automatically you are collect. Otherwise, you just ask. There is a agronomy officer there, agronomy
Yes.
officer or
Yes, sir.
agronomy scientist.
Yes.
They will give the all information, or
Yes.
they will assign some farmer to you.
Yes.
You have to collect information from that farmer.
Yes.
Okay, near KVK is a good idea. Krushi Vijnana Kendra.
Yes, sir.
Once visit the KVK, and there will there's too many scientists are there.
Yes, sir.
You can find out the agronomist
Yes.
and or extension also. Extension scientists also.
Yes,
They
sir.
will give the exact what we need, exact things what we need. Okay,
Okay.
and incorporate all the things. Okay, no need entire no need to rewrite entire document. Okay, we have to study that question, understand that question, and write the 4 to 10 lines or 20 lines. That's it. Okay, no need to incorporate entire document to your assignment. Okay, is it okay? Is there any doubt, Prakash sir or Vikas sir? Pra- Prakash sir, you have any doubt regarding?
No, sir.
No. Vikas sir, you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, Manoj,
So do we have to handwrite it or can we
handwritten,
Okay.
handwritten.
Sir, what
Is
is the
there?
date to submission, sir?
I think Sir will tell you from today to 28. I thought give you 7 days to 10 days. I thought Sir will, sir,
Already we told 1 week time we are giving to
sir,
submit.
sir,
Sir.
this is a long type of document. We'll give the 10 days.
Okay, 28th today, 28th, na? 29th, 28th today. Then we can give up to the 7th of the
Okay,
February.
okay, sir.
Okay, 7th February is the date to submit. As I told, all the Bijapur students submit at your regional center. And RC
Right.
Visakhapatnam students submit at the Visakhapatnam regional center.
Nice.
If there any doubt, mail to me. Tell to the specific problem, and then I will give to reply to you. Okay.
So, Jain sir.
చెప్పండి.
సార్ ఏ క్వశ్చన్స్ కి మేము ప్రాజెక్ట్ రెడీ చేయాలనేది ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ ఉంటుందా లేకపోతే మీరు
సార్
చెప్పిన
ఆల్రెడీ ఈ
టాపిక్
డాక్యుమెంట్స్ లో సార్
ఆ.
ఆల్రెడీ డాక్యుమెంట్ లో మీకు ఇచ్చారు చూడండి. ఐ విల్ స్క్రోల్ ఎ లిటిల్ బిట్ డౌన్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు submit like this. So exercise 1, what is a group certification, what is the advantage? You have to write this one. Okay. And exercise 2, sorry, and will little bit go down, what define internal control system. Okay.
Actually,
So
sir, whatever you said that what are the questions given by the last of the unit that are the questions where we have to explain in project.
okay, no need to so both are same. Suppose we'll go through model answers here. If the certification of the organized group producer process export similar farming production system, which are the global products, share the certification code shared by group. So this is check yours. This is not a questions here. This is questions. Okay, this is the model answers. Okay. So these things also you can write from this place. No need to worry. Okay.
Okay.
So personally email to me, each and everyone. I will give you the best suggestion to you. Okay.
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 Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Each
sir.
and everyone personally email to me. I will give you the suggestion to how to write and where you have to collect the information. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Sir, please repeat your Gmail ID, sir.
LAKSHMI
LAKASHMI.
SRINU
Yes, sir.
INU K
Yes, sir.
245 @gmail.
245@gmail. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So these are the questions. So progress exercise. Okay. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir, completed.
Sir, you have to provide one document. Last లో మనం ఒక డాక్యుమెంట్ ఏదైనా ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారా నాకు? నేను జస్ట్ చూసి వీళ్ళకి ఏం రాయాలో చెప్పేస్తాను.
మన దగ్గర లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఉన్నాయా లేదనుకుంటాను.
సరే చూడండి, ఉంటే లేదంటే ఇందులో నేను వీళ్ళకి ఒక చెక్ లిస్ట్ టైప్ ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చారు కదా సార్ ఆల్రెడీ.
దాన్ని ఇచ్చేసేయండి, మీరు ఇచ్చేసేయండి. దాని ప్రకారం ఎనీహౌ యు ఆర్ ఓన్లీ గోయింగ్ టు ఎవాల్యుయేట్ కాబట్టి.
ఓకే సార్.
వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఫార్మాట్ యు రిక్వైర్డ్, ద పీపుల్ హ్యావ్ టు సబ్మిట్ ద రిపోర్ట్, దట్ ఫార్మాట్ యు కెన్ గివ్ దెం. అక్కడ ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి, సార్ ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి దాంట్లో చాట్ బాక్స్ లో కూడా వేసాము. ఎనీవన్ రిక్వైర్డ్ స్టిల్ యూ కెన్ కాపీ దట్ వన్. ఓకే సార్, కంప్లీటెడ్ కదా?
Yes, sir, completed, sir.
Yeah, okay. Anyhow, thank you, Mr. Srinu, for taking both the days session.
Welcome, sir.
BAPI002. Tomorrow onwards, we are taking the BAPI003.
Okay, sir.
Those who have opted the BAPI002, no need to attend tomorrow. Tomorrow is for the BAPI003 students. They only have to attend.
Okay.
Suppose if you want to attend and gain the knowledge, you can join. There is no issue. But the report only as per your optional paper only you have to submit. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, everyone. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Huh? Screenshot here.